Now, this first thing is going to be actually very simple to be able to live the luxury life at a low budget. This is actually understanding exactly how materials work inside the world. So a house, a car, phones, watches, all these type of different things are materials inside of the world. But the question is, how do we truly get them at a low price? Because I know me myself, I would love to be able to go out and get a Rolex for only $10. Here's my credit card. But unfortunately in the world, that is not possible to be able to do. Or is it? See, the way to do it is you want to be able to use these things as a tool, not as a prized possession to be able to keep. Most people think when they go out and buy the Benz that this is a prized possession to be able to keep. And then 3 years down the line, they end up finding out that, hey, listen, I really don't want to have this Mercedes Benz anymore. I want to trade it in for a different car. This is just how we are and operate as humans. So instead of keeping it as a prized possession, the way we keep that luxury car at a low budget is actually just simply using it as a tool. How do we use it as a tool? Well, I'll give you guys one way that you can use a car as a tool. This is just one explanation of material. I can decide to either take that Benz as a prized possession and keep it in my hands from everybody else, or I can decide to use it as a tool and place that car as a rental, to where now the car is getting rented out and now I'm getting income from the car and I still can drive it and I'm the owner. You see, now the car note has turned into negative $1,200 out of our bank account into a positive $1,200 that is coming inside of our bank account simply by using the car and not keeping it as a prized possession. One of the main things I remember when I started off with Airbnb, I was actually able to live a very luxury lifestyle because I had multiple Airbnbs that I can go to in different places in different states. It was crazy. I had recognized then that, well, I'm walking inside my house, but at the same time, I get to cut off the days when I need it, when I need to be inside the house or I want to be able to use it for something. I can cut those days off and still decide to go and stay inside that house. At the same time, the house was bringing me profit every month. So I had that luxury lifestyle to be able to go to that house that was fully designed very well. Assets, liabilities. So that's the first way that we actually live a luxury lifestyle on a low budget. It's just by simply turning our liabilities into assets. The second way that you can actually live a luxury lifestyle at a low budget is simply by solving problems. Many people are probably confused right now. Problems? Hold on, what? Why would I go finding problems? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. When you are actually able to find problems, whether that is in the eyes of a business owner, a coworker, somebody that owns a couple of things that they actually no longer even just really care about anymore because they're generating so much wealth and income that they don't really care about these things anymore. So one thing that you notice, if you ever heard the line that the richer you get, the more money, the more problems. A lot of rich people out in the world have a lot of problems. But the question is, the poor isn't asking themselves, hold on, what are their problems? What are the rich problems? Because if I were to focus on their problems instead of mine, I will ultimately take myself out of my situation instantly. Because if I'm complaining about money, if I'm complaining about all these type of different things in the situation that I'm in, well, if I take myself out of my problems and focus on this millionaire or this person that's making money problems, what problems do they have that I can actually solve? When you get into that mindset, not only will the door of money open up for you, but materials actually open up for you too. I remember that two stories. I remember that actually the first time that I realized this method was actually when I was working for a roofing company. Both of these stories tie into this. I was working at a roofing company and there was a guy named Christian. He was working for several companies, insurance companies, to be able to actually get the roofing company more than they were promised from the insurance company. So he knew how to go through and do all the tech things to add on to the report to where they're going to give more money than the roofing company ever thought. When he did that, he was going out and of course he was making money from each one of these roofing companies that he was providing to. But I remember one day that I had met him and I saw he had a rollie on. I'm like, well, damn, you making money like that? You know what I mean? Christian said, well, no, actually, it was actually a gift from a roofing company that I helped make a lot of money on a claim. I said, what? So they gave it to you for free? He said, yeah, they gave it to me free. I walked inside the office. They said they got a gift for me. They opened up the rollie, gave it to me for free. I said, what? Free rollie? No credit card. Are you getting what I'm saying here? That was a possession that normally would have cost about $20,000 to $30,000 easily, but it cost him zero simply because he solved somebody's problem.